Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm T with Teresa H Creates, and I have another craft fair project for you. This is not original. It's been around forever. I just wanted to show you my take on it, but it's these hot cocoa pockets. And so I've made about 60 of them because I just order one large container of hot cocoa and I make however many the container contains. And this time it was 60. So that's how many of these little pockets that I have made, and I'm going to show you how I did that. It's a little bit fussy, but the reason I chose this method is because it uses 1 page of 6x6 paper, which is important to me. I didn't want to do a lot of cutting and taping and gluing. So I like this. It's my preferred method. So let me show you. I have a scoreboard and I've got 1 sheet of 6x6 paper. This is the part that I want on the outside. I want the little gingerbread on the outside. So I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm going to find the 4 1/4 mark. And I go down a little bit because I'm going to place my page in here. I'm going to put this corner at an angle at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to line up the bottom here. Let me push this up a little bit so you can see. I'm going to line up the bottom right there at 4 1/4 as well. So that from here to here, it's at the 4 1/4 line. Now I'm going to hold it in place and I'm going to go over to 2 1/4 and I am going to score. I'm going to go back to hold my place at 4 1/4. I'm going to flip it over and line it up again. Now this is the side that I scored last time. So I'm scoring this side. I'm going to go to 2 1/4. And you could have definitely gone over and counted and done it this way, but it was just easy for me to do it along the 2 1/4 so I didn't have to do the math because math is not my thing. So I am going to decide, now that I've got it scored, this side and this side, I'm wanting it, I guess, to angle this way. It looks like it should probably angle that way. So I am going to flip it back to the to the 4 1/4, and I'm going to score again at 2 1/4, and it's going to bisect those, well, intersect those previous score marks. So let me fold it and then you'll get an idea of what I'm talking about here. So I've got it scored. I'm going to fold, well, I folded the wrong end first. I'm going to fold and fold, and then this is the last part. I'm going to fold that over, and that's it. Simple pocket. I did order the Nestle, so I don't know if it will fit the Swiss Miss cocoa or the Ghirardelli cocoa. I'm sure there are a lot of other cocoa packets out there. I prefer the Nestle because it has the red packaging. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my packet. So that's why I prefer this. So that's what I tend to order. So let me take my glue and I'm gonna go ahead. I just glue one little corner here and fold it over. And then I glue right along this edge on the flap here. And then I'm going to fold over. I'm going to hold it for just a second. And I do this assembly line style when I'm doing them, so it goes by pretty quickly. I'm doing all the same tasks at the same time. Now, I don't like this flap here, so I'm actually going to fold this little bit over so that it looks like this. It's just a little bit neater looking, I think. So I'm going to take my little, and this is a low-tack tape I got from scrapbook.com, little tape runner. And I just put a little bit there on the edge and fold it over. And it stays put. It might come up on the ends, but it stays put. Okay. Now, let me put my glue back. I'm going to take my corner rounder and I'm going to round the top edge there. I'm going to take my tape runner again, and on the side over here, this is where I'm going to place some more tape down there because I want my little packet. It's not going to go all the way down to the bottom because I like to have the milk chocolate showing. So I'm going to place it there and then press down. Need to make sure it's straight. Okay. And press down. And the reason I put the tape on this side is because I'm going to take the candy cane and I'm going to slide it in over here. So there we go. So that's why I taped down this side. This is right underneath. And then I did take a die cut of a little mug and did the hot cocoa and the Cool Whip and stamped Merry Christmas on it. As with the other packets that I did, the little tea pockets, all of the papers are different on the outside. Some of them might look similar because I used all the same paper collections, but every single one of them is a different pattern. Not so for the cups. I made the little mugs. I cut them from just a few sheets of paper, so those are all very similar, but all these little outer packets are the same. Now, this is going to fit in this little pocket like a glove. So I need to make sure that the little candy cane is pressed down. I am going to pop this in here. These are the same cello bags that I used, like I said, for the tea pockets, and also the same ones that I use for my cards, my handmade cards that I make. And those are the A2 size. So I do those at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, so I come up and I put it just right on the edge there because like I said, this fits like a glove. And there you go. There's the pocket. Now, there is something I would like to share. You don't have to score these if you don't want to. I found it, I know that it seemed a little fussy, but I found it easy to just kind of turn that paper and to score it. And I scored all of them at once and then I did the folding and everything. So for me, it was really easy. But if you didn't want to do that, you can just hand fold them. And I started off using just a template. Look at this. It was worked and reworked and redone. And I just wanted to make sure that the whole purpose is that I wanted that cocoa packet to fit in here. I wanted the entire thing to fit in this cello bag, and I only wanted to use one sheet of 6 by 6 paper. So it is a stash buster for sure. So that is actually my little example, my little template that I had been using to make sure that this was going to work. So if you wanted to just hand fold it, I would put it on like a grid mat, just somewhere where it was lined up top to bottom. And then, like I said, it was about 2 1/4. So then you would just find your spot, I think is roughly about here, and use your bone folder. I don't happen to have mine handy, and then also out here. So let's go into 2 1/4 here. Meet in the middle. And so to me, this is a little bit more difficult, but if you like doing the hand fold method, then it may not be a problem for you. I'm going to move this up so that it's actually at the 2 1/4. And then there we go. It's at the quarter line. And then there we go. So it's possible to hand fold it if you didn't want to mess with all the scoring. So the pocket's still the same size and would fit nicely in that little packet. And then let me see, I'll show you my cello bags. I get these on Amazon, and I love being able to use my products for multiple items. And so these are clear cello bags, and it's 4 5/8 by 5 3/4. So that's them. I can link those if you're interested in that, but that's my little hot cocoa packet. I did make 60 of those. Here are the actual paper pads that I use just in case you're interested. I did Echo Park 6 by 6 Mega Pad, The Magic of Christmas, Carta Bella White Christmas, Carta Bella Happy Christmas, Carta Bella Home for Christmas. Let's see, Carta Bella Christmas Cheer, Echo Park Santa Claus Lane, Carta Bella Season's Greetings. This one is Carta Bella Letters to Santa, Carta Bella Christmas Flora Peaceful, Carta Bella Christmas Flora Merry, Echo Park Christmas Magic, and Echo Park Gnome for Christmas. And yes, you are correct. I have a lot of Christmas paper, a lot of Echo Park and Carta Bella Christmas paper. So it was nice to be able to use a lot of that and really do some stash busting there. I hope you liked this tutorial. If you did, please give me a like. Also, leave a comment. If you have any questions, definitely leave a comment and I'll be happy to answer them. And until next time, bye.